This is a 3-year-old colt we started, and we've only got about 3 months and 1 week. I checked on my calendar of events here, and that's what we've been riding him. And he's a very nice, really relaxed colt. He's green, but he's come a long ways for 3 months and 1 week. And so we want to sell this horse. He belongs to a gentleman in Flagstaff. His name is Bill Webb. The information will be elsewhere in this video. You get his phone number and whatever, but he's a really nice colt, and we think he'll be a good prospect for someone. He's young. He's just been started this spring of 2012, early spring. And what I like about him is he goes along relaxed. He's soft in the face. I've never done flying lead changes, but you can pretty much put him into whatever lead you want. And got a little stop started. And what we want to do is, this horse would probably make about anything you want. He's now right here in this particular part. I've done very few rollbacks on him. It wouldn't take him. He missed his lead right there, but he picked it right up. Once he was a little bit confused what we were doing, he kind of thought maybe we were going to turn all the way around, and we didn't, and so he was a little bit thrown off. That's probably what you'd call pilot error, and I'm the pilot, Twister Heller. And as we go here, you can see that this little guy is really kind of wanting to turn around a little bit. And, you know, for just a really green horse, I thought he was pretty willing. Now, he kicked his butt out a little bit towards the end, but it's not a concern. This horse had a little problem with kicking his butt out, but as that front end gets to moving, he'll get better. As he gets a little more solid, a little more sure about where to put his feet. Horses kick their rear end out a lot of times because they know they got to get around there, and they just can't figure out how to make the front end go like I'm asking, and so they'll compensate by kicking their butt out to get swapped. We don't want them swapping directions. We want them moving on that pivot foot and just performing for us. I've done not a whole lot of dry work with this horse. Really rode him outside quite a bit. And as you can see, we live in the rocks and the cactus, and so he's been outside, and he's learning about the rocks. And we work him in the arena. We have cattle. I've never worked this horse on cow to see if he has cow, but the way he's done everything else, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he wouldn't be interested in the cattle. He's basically being trained to be sold, probably. And I don't know. The more I watch him, the better I'm liking him. But anyhow, I don't know what to tell you. He never has bucked. He's never run away. The worst he's ever done, sometimes when he was real green and I first started wearing spurs on him, you'd put a leg on him to make him pick up the correct lead. He might kick up. That's the worst he's ever done. And he'll do that once in a great while now if you get on him kind of cold and you just kind of kick him right out. But I got to say, I'm really kind of proud of this horse for the small amount of riding he's had, and sure would make someone an awful nice horse, maybe even a pleasure horse. He's kind of built to go and do the different things that pleasure people do. Personally, I'm either a turning around kind of a guy or chase a cow. That's what I like to do, and so that's what I try to break our horses where you can do a little bit of anything, and we put a foundation on him. This is what we call a curl, just a bending, suppling exercise. And I just wanted to, a lot of times I'll do this in the beginning as warm-up exercises, then I'll do my turnaround stops and whatever, but at the end a lot of times I'll do this too, or any time I feel a little stiffness, I'll want to put him into a bend right here just to kind of soften him. He's a little bit stiff on the left, so that's why I'm just staying with him a little longer. When they're stiff, they kind of hesitate to move through. You want them to move forward in your turnarounds anyway, to some extent, get the front end going. Now we call this a counter arc, and that's good for helping push the rib over, help to teach them to emphasize making turnarounds, to cross over in the front, and just any thing. We want to get full control of our horse's body hopefully we have control of their mind. Now I think this is probably the second or third time I ever side passed this horse. But he's broke, and you know he moves off of pressure, and so you just kind of ride him right, and he'll do it for you. But I've basically found out all my training with this horse has been that way. If you can show him in a way, keep it simple, and he can understand, and he'll do it for you if he understands what you're doing. And I think most of the problems we get into with horse training is we're trying to do things, and the horse flat just don't understand. And we might say, oh, they know better, but maybe they don't know better. So anyway, on and on it goes, and I guess we're just about to the end of this thing, and I'm thinking that somebody ought to really like this horse. So I'd be interested in selling him to someone, and like to follow through and find out how well this horse does in the show ring, maybe. He'd be just a nice, real pleasant horse to ride. Somebody just wants a nice, pretty horse to ride. So anyway, we're coming close to concluding our little demonstration here.
We've enjoyed showcasing this horse for you. Visit us on the web, www.twisterheller.com, or call us at 928-427-6335.